Today, we learn the other reactions involving the full COH group carboxylic acids on heating with mineral acids such as H2SO4, HCl or nitric acid we can take. RCOOH, the OH group gets replaced with chlorine. Carboxylic acids react with ammonia to give ammonium salt first, which on heating will give amides. Hello my dear students, welcome back to the last session on the chapter aldehydes, ketones and carboxylic acids. Last class, we studied about the physical properties of carboxylic acids, also about the acidity of carboxylic acids, and we learnt about the reactions where there is a cleavage between the OH bond, that is this bond, okay, in the carbonyl group, correct? Today, we learn the other reactions involving the full COH group or the cleavage of carbon and oxygen bond. Okay. So, reactions involving cleavage or the breakage of COH bond. First one is formation of an anhydride. Okay. So, what is happening here? Carboxylic acids on heating with mineral acids such as H2SO4, HCl or nitric acid we can take with phosphorus pentoxide P2O5 gives corresponding anhydride. See here, example I have taken ethanoic acid CH3COOH, CH3COOH. Now here, when I am heating this in the presence of the acid like H2SO4 and phosphorus pentoxide, when it is heated, what happens here is, here you can see only one oxygen and H2O molecule gets removed. Okay, so you will get ethanoic anhydride CH3COOCOOCH3. Okay, so or I can write it this way also if you are getting confused, COOCOCH3. Ethanoic anhydride is formed. Okay, next one is esterification reaction. Esterification reaction we have already studied in the chapter alcohols. Also we wrote it with phenols also. So this is the third time actually where I am teaching this. Okay. Carboxylic acids are esterified with alcohols or phenols in the presence of mineral acid like H2SO4 or HCl gas as the catalyst. So here carboxylic acid with alcohol in the presence of an acid, you get ester and water is removed. So we'll write one example here. R, I'll take it as CH3, CH3COOH, that is acetic acid, plus I'll take ethyl alcohol, C2H5OH, that is ethanol, in the presence of concentrated H2SO4. What will happen? I'll get CH3COOC2H5 plus water is removed. This is ethyl acetate. Correct, no? And ester is formed. Okay. Next one. Reaction with PCl5, PCl3 and SOCl2. Okay. 3 reactions also we have. The hydroxyl group OH of the carboxylic acid is replaced by chlorine atom when treated with any of the 3. So what happens? Here RCOOH, the OH group gets replaced with chlorine. Okay, so when it is treated with PCl5, you get RCOCl, PCl3 and HCl. When it is treated with PCl3, you get RCOCl, H3PO3, and when it is treated with SOCl2, you will get SO2 gas and HCl which is produced. Thionyl chloride is preferred. Why? This particular reaction is preferred because sulfur dioxide is also gas, HCl also is a gas, so there is no again tedious separation process of the products. Okay, we'll write example for each one of them. R, I'll take it as CH3 group, CH3COOH plus PCl5. I will get CH3COCl plus PCl3 and HCl. So I am getting acetyl chloride. Okay, this is acetic acid. So same thing, acetic acid only I'll take with PCl3, CH3COCl plus H3PO3. Okay, I'll write last one, CH3COOH plus SOCl2. I'll get CH3COCl plus SO2 and HCl. So this is the way we write the example. Okay. Next one, reaction with ammonia. How does carboxylic acid react with ammonia? Carboxylic acids react with ammonia to give ammonium salt first, which on heating will give amides. Okay. So we'll see the example. We have taken acetic acid here with ammonia, CH3COH with NH3, add and write, that is NH3 gets added up here as NH4 plus. So it is CH3CO minus NH4 plus will be formed, that is ammonium acetate. Okay. Now further on heating, water molecule from ammonia, 2 hydrogen atom, 1 oxygen atom is removed. So you'll get an amide, CH3CONH2 will be formed. What happens? From here 2 hydrogen you remove, from here 1 oxygen. So you have CH3CO and here what do you have? NH2. So it forms an amide. Okay. Similarly, one more example. We are taking benzoic acid with ammonia. It forms ammonium benzoate. That is NH3 group gets added up here as CO minus NH4 plus. On heating, what will happen again? 2 hydrogen, 1 oxygen will be removed to give benzamide. Okay. Similarly, if you take phthalic acid, treat it with ammonia, both the COOH group, see here, both of the COOH group becomes NH4 plus. So you'll get ammonium phthalate, which on heating, you'll get phthalimide. See here, from here 1 molecule of water, from here 1 molecule of water will be removed to give phthalimide. Okay. So I hope you have understood the reaction. We'll go to the next one. Reactions involving COOH group. The entire COOH group is involved here. Okay. Under that, first one is reduction reaction. So under reduction reaction, carboxylic acids are reduced to primary alcohol. See, we learned the oxidation of primary alcohol to carboxylic acid, and between aldehydes also we will get, correct? Similarly, now carboxylic acids can be reduced, that is addition of hydrogen can happen to give alcohols, okay? And this can happen only in the presence of lithium aluminium hydride as a catalyst, or we can use diborane. We cannot use sodium borohydride, okay, because it does not reduce the carboxylic group. It is better to use diborane as it does not reduce the other functional groups such as ester, nitro, halo, etc. Okay, so I can take a carboxylic acid, treat it with lithium aluminium hydride or ether with diborane, and then with hydrolysis it will give alcohol. We'll write one example. I'll take CH3COOH and it is treated with lithium aluminium hydride and H3O plus. What will happen? It will form CH3CH2OH, that is ethanol, and we are taking here ethanoic acid or acetic acid. So next we have decarboxylation. It is very important for your exam. Okay. Here we take the sodium salt of carboxylic acid, treat it with soda lime. Okay, soda lime. This is what is it called as? Soda lime. That is NaOH is to CaO is mixed in 3:1 ratio. NaOH and calcium oxide. Sodium hydroxide and calcium oxide in 3:1 ratio. When it is mixed, we call it as soda lime. Okay. when it is heated, here carbon dioxide is lost in the form of sodium carbonate, Na2CO3. Okay, and the hydrogen will get added up to R group to give hydrocarbon. For this, we'll write one example. For example, I will write R as CH3 group, CH3COONA. This is sodium acetate. Sodium acetate. Okay, when it is treated with soda lime, it is heated. Okay, so you will get CH4 and Na2CO3. Okay, so you get methane. Okay, so this is one reaction. Now, if you do electrolysis for the alkali metal of a carboxylic acid, okay, a salt of a carboxylic acid in which alkali metal is there, then that will also be decarboxylation where carbon dioxide is liberated, and also it will produce hydrocarbons, but the number of hydrocarbons will be the double from where you have used. For example, here you have used 2 carbon atoms acid, there it will be 4 carbon atom acid, it will increase, the number of carbon atoms would have been increased, okay, twice the number of carbon atoms present in the alkyl group, not this group, we have to take only alkyl group. For example, it is CH3 group is there, then you will get C2H6 there. Okay, that is ethane. Double the number of carbon atoms of the alkyl group you will get the product as. And this you have studied in your first year. First PUC you all have studied in preparation of hydrocarbons. Okay. Next one is substitution reactions in hydrocarbon. So what happens here? The carboxylic acid group is left as it is untouched. There is substitution which is happening in the alkyl group part. Okay, so under that first one is halogenation, Hell-Volhard-Zelensky reaction, HVZ reaction. What is it? HVZ reaction. Many times they have asked this in the previous paper. It is very important. Okay, so here what is happening is the carboxylic acids having alpha hydrogen are halogenated, then the alpha position on treatment with chlorine or bromine in the presence of small amount of red phosphorus gives alpha halocarboxylic acids. Okay, this is known as HVZ reaction. So what we are taking, carboxylic acid group is present or attached to a carbon atom with alpha hydrogen atom. So alpha is very important here. That's why CH2 group is shown. Okay. When this is treated with red phosphorus in the presence of a small amount of acid, that is acid hydrolysis when it is happening, what will happen? The alpha, one of the alpha hydrogen atom is substituted with the halogen, chlorine or bromine. Okay. So you'll get a alpha halocarboxylic acid. This reaction is called as HVZ reaction. We shall write an example for this. R group, I'll take it as CH3 group. CH3, CH2, COOH. When it is treated with chlorine, for example, in the presence of red phosphorus and on hydrolysis, what will you get? CH3, CH. One hydrogen atom, alpha hydrogen atom is substituted with chlorine, carboxylic acid group remains as it is. Okay, so this is the product form. Name is 2-chloropropanoic acid. Okay, so this is HVZ reaction. Next we have the ring substitution reaction. In aromatic carboxylic acid, if you see, the carboxyl group is a deactivating group or a meta-directing group, and these aromatic carboxylic acids will not undergo any Friedel-Crafts reaction. Why exactly? Because the carbonyl group deactivate and the catalyst aluminum chloride gets bonded to the carboxyl group itself instead of the acting as a catalyst there. That is the reason the aromatic carboxylic acids cannot undergo or will not undergo Friedel-Crafts alkylation or acylation reactions. Now, in the presence of a nitrating mixture, benzoic acid will get meta-nitrobenzoic acid, or the nitro group, NO2 group, will go and get attached itself or substituted in the meta position, because carboxylic acid is a meta-directing group. Okay. Similarly, benzoic acid, when it is treated with bromine in the presence of ferric bromide, it will form meta-bromo-benzoic acid. Bromine will come to the meta position of benzoic acid. So this is about the ring substitution. Next we have uses of carboxylic acids. First one is methanoic acid. It is used in rubber, textile, dyeing, leather and electroplating industries. Next we have ethanoic acid, which is used as a solvent. Also it is used as vinegar in food industry. Next we have hexanoic acid, which is used in the manufacture of nylon 6,6 polymer. Okay. Higher fatty acids is used for the manufacture of soap and detergents, and esters of benzoic acids are used in perfume industries, and sodium benzoate is used as a food preservatives. So this is about the uses of carboxylic acids. Next class, I shall start with the new chapter, electrochemistry. So I hope you have understood today's class. Thank you, my dear children. Stay tuned, stay focused.